One of the main steps to improving our 20 acres is to properly clear and develop the forested regions, which takes up a majority of the land. Instead of clear-cutting the land, we're trying to tactically remove and clear specific areas to help the forest health and increase the animals in the area. While clearing the land, we want to avoid hurting the natural environment as much as possible. For this reason, we're avoiding the use of bulldozers to simply tear out all the plants surrounding the post oaks, which has a risk of damaging the root network, and instead are opting for a slower, more tactical approach. First step we took was to locate the pathways and game trails that cut through the densely wooded area. We then widened these paths to create walking trails. After creating these primary paths, we separated how we're able to clear the land into different phases. Within these phases, we identify specific plots that we can monitor throughout the process. There are three main plants that we'll be targeting: Yapone, cedar, and Texas ivy. While Yapone and Texas ivy are native species to this region, historically they've been kept in check by wildfires and bison. Without these natural checks, the species grow out of control and start to restrict the growth of other plants, such as post oak. They also create a forest that's so dense, larger animals such as deer are no longer able to access the land, which creates even more issues with trying to keep the unwanted growth in check. After clearing this undergrowth, we'll be using a mulcher to remove the dead plants while improving the soil quality and reducing the risk of fires. Using a grid system not only allows us to separate out the work and better partition the regions that are being cleared, but also allows us to monitor the impact of the land being cleared compared to the land which has not yet been addressed. We're doing this through wildlife cameras and IoT or Internet of Things devices, while paying close attention to the indicators such as animal activity and water runoff. We can see here is one of the widened paths. By widening this trail to a point that we can bring smaller machinery through, specifically a rideable lawnmower, it encourages natural wildlife to pass through, but it also acts as an easy walking trail for us to inspect and evaluate the land which has not yet been addressed. Our next steps are to start clearing out each of the partition grids and closely monitor the health of each region as it is being cleared. Make sure to subscribe and follow us as we move through these next steps here.